Real Rap Coalition podcast. We are here with another episode, man. Uh New segment alert called What to Watch. Today we watched Frankenstein, the 2025 rendition. But before we get into everything else, I want to introduce the panel first. I am Black Ass Motherfucking Roots, aka Victor is a whole ass nigga. Who else we got?
It's Art, man, aka Blackenstein.
After we back in this bitch. Yes, I know I gotta change my my little profile picture right here because Halloween season is over. But we're talking about Frankenstein, so and Vic and the creature, so feel like it's still fitting for the occasion.
For sure. So I want to start with a question that that F Dub asked Art right before the show. And
Well, two questions.
yeah,
Two
go ahead.
questions. All right, so my
Yeah, go
first
ahead.
one, right? The first one is did like obviously growing up, right? And also prior to watching this movie, right? Like the whole misconception growing up was that they refer to Frankenstein, right? As the creature, right? When in reality,
Right.
Frankenstein was the doctor. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
creature was just the creature, right? How
right.
many of y'all did y'all know that like prior to this?
I
I
mean,
knew
of
that
course,
prior
of
to
course I
this.
do, but
Yeah, I knew that prior to this. I don't know how long ago I discovered that. I know this was before adulthood. Um, maybe something in school or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely knew before this. But also, this is my first time watching a Frankenstein movie. So,
Okay,
yeah,
got you.
but it's kind of like the Scream thing when they call like the character Scream when his name is Ghostface and shit. So it's
Ghostface, right?
similar to that. They just call them the name of the movie. So pretty
Yeah, I
much,
think that's just a regular thing that
yeah,
just kind of developed over time for especially when it comes to horror films. The movie is usually named after the monster, the slasher, the villain, whatever it is.
yeah,
That's what it's named after. Even that back to Dracula. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Dracula, the Mummy, Wolfman, all that shit.
Right. But with
Yeah.
this, actually a quite unique story, and I think this movie depicts how unique the story is in comparison to other, uh, I guess you could say horror films. Because
You
I think
know,
this has been
you
not
know what's
this
funny though?
movie, but not. But what's up?
I about to say, you know what's funny though? I just watched a video about this movie right before we got on here, and they brought up a point that kind of makes sense. Frankenstein, the monster, is technically the son of Frankenstein, Dr.
Right,
Frankenstein. So his
for sure.
name
Not even
technically is
technically, like
Frankenstein.
definitely.
Sound like full house bars.
So he's technically his name is technically Frankenstein.
All right, well, when you put it that way, yeah, I suppose that's accurate. You know what I mean? That's funny. That's real funny, actually.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to do something that I've never done before. I want to uh apologize to Pujols
Wow.
because I always thought you was capping about this Mia Golf shit, guys.
What you mean? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you,
Yeah.
bro.
What you mean about her?
I mean, like it just always seemed like just worship because you thought she looked good.
Nigga said worship.
Yeah, it seemed like senseless worship, bro. Like I thought you was trolling a lot of
I mean, they
times.
did draw eyebrows on her this
This is a,
time. So
I
I
thought
might
this
have.
was a bit. Like, I thought this was a bit that you was just continuing on for
Oh no,
years
I
now.
love her for real.
But nah, bro, she was dope as hell in this movie.
No, she did cook in the movie. She was fine.
Man, I'm glad
And
y'all finally see the light, man. She
What do you
really
mean,
like
y'all?
that.
What do you mean, y'all?
Oh,
Like my
well,
first
here you go.
introduction
Here
to
you go.
her was
I've
was
always been a Miko fan. Head ass.
well, I would
no,
say y'all
nah,
because
nah. I wouldn't say all that, but
it's more than one person. So what should I have said? Black Roots and Art.
yes, because
Yeah, he wanted to do that
I knew
shit.
who she
He
was. I
wanted
knew
you
who
to
she
do that
was
shit
prior to this, and I
that
knew
Slim be
how.
doing whenever he addressing niggas. He don't say y'all. He say everybody in the room name.
What you familiar with again, F Dub?
The X trilogy, the
Okay.
Maxine X, all that
Oh, that
bullshit. You know
shit
what I
go
mean?
crazy.
So
Bullshit.
yeah.
I
I
only
mean,
seen
not
the
bullshit.
I only
I
seen
don't say
X. I only
bullshit.
seen the rest of the movies yet.
I wouldn't say bullshit, but she, you had to have range for that type of role. You feel me? So I knew that, like, I knew what she was gonna bring to this. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. She went crazy. She went crazy. So
Salute.
Right, for sure. But speaking of actors, I think all of them did really, really well. And I'm going.
Yeah.
I should have pulled this up beforehand, but
Oscar
Oscar,
Isaac.
Oscar
Oscar.
Isaacs
I thought that's what his name was.
Oscar Isaac.
So I know Oscar Isaac. I know him from Moon Knight, and I thought he did really great in Moon Knight.
and
However,
Star Wars.
this I don't know him from Star Wars. What is it? The recent Star Wars shit?
Episode 7. He played Poe Dameron.
Yeah, in which I plan on going back and actually watching all of the Star Wars shit. It's just so much now that it's kind of a task.
I watched all the original. I ain't watched the prequels yet.
But yeah, so this performance, if he's not already in outer space, like if he's already not out of here, as far as he not a regular nigga, he should be deemed not a regular nigga based off this performance. This
Oh
performance
no,
was immaculate.
no, Roots. I promise you, bro. I promise you, like he's one of them niggas for real, bro. He really is one of them niggas. Like I just think it was like he needed the right exposure and the right films. You feel me? Like he was
Mm.
kind of under the radar, and I would say that he really got popping. Or his name was still buzzing, like, or finally started to buzz when he got filmed with he got he did the Star Wars films. You know what I mean? And then after that, it just went on from there. So, but yes, I agree. Like this dude, he's the real deal.
Yeah, bro. Like, and then the new dude, in which his name is kind of difficult to say. What's his name? I think
I
it's
don't know his name. I know he played Elvis in a movie once.
in a movie, or he played
That
Elvis in
movie
Elvis.
from what, 3 years ago or
No,
2 years ago?
not the Austin Butler one. It was another movie that he played Elvis in. I just heard about him playing Elvis in a movie once. So,
How
Okay,
many movies Elvis got?
like
not as
five,
many.
six.
Nigga was in Dewey Cox Walk Hard.
Whoa,
Are you talking about Jacob Elordi?
Yeah,
yeah.
Ah, nigga think he me.
Well, his name
This
is
nigga.
his name is Elordi or Elordi, something like that. He might
Not
also
El,
be you.
not
Um,
El Lordy.
of all of these performances, I think his is the one that deserves an Oscar. I'm not gonna lie, just
he was
because
probably. Yeah, he was probably.
his
Who? Which one? The
Especially towards
monster
the
or
end,
yeah
the
yeah
monster.
The creature, yeah, the creature.
yeah,
Lordy.
that nigga was going crazy.
Especially
Bro.
towards the end, bro. He was wicked.
Wait, hold on. Didn't we have this conversation? Is that really him? He really that tall?
I don't know about that, but this is
I
the
can look
thing.
it up. I can look
This
it
is
up
the
right now.
thing, and I
Didn't we just
actually
had this conversation last week or something?
100%. Y'all had this conversation on Planet of the Apes.
Mhm.
It was about the whole CGI versus special
Mhm.
effects. What does this person deserve this based off of this? Here's why I say
This nigga
100%
6'5",
without a doubt. Okay, so that was all. That was 100% him then.
6'5", pools
So
and roots.
here's why I say
Okay.
this is a little bit different, and why I stand by he deserves an Oscar. For one, there wasn't any CGI with his character. I was just watching
You
the little
sure? That shit
documentary.
looked a little.
Listen. I'm literally I'm in like the middle of the documentary because they put up the documentary, the behind the scenes shit today, I want to say, for this movie, right? And I'm
Wow.
watching it. His costume is basically 100% makeup, like his body structure and shit. That's 100% makeup. It's 42 different pieces as far as his entire body being covered, right?
God damn.
He sat in the makeup chair for 10 hours to put this shit
God
on.
God damn, man.
damn.
So, and then he was talking about, the things that he studied to uh fully become the character and how to act and how to move on screen, because the idea of Frankenstein, just when you think about how Frankenstein moves, it's very stiff, right?
Mhm.
But with this, he brought a brand new meaning to what reanimation is. his body is still learning shit. You know what I'm saying? When he first come alive, he don't know what to stand me. He don't know what to reach, to close his hand, open his hand. He a blank slate. You know what I'm saying? And the first time we see him, he's standing, but it's still, once he start moving, it's like he's a big ass baby. Like he don't know exactly what he's doing. And you can see throughout his progression in the movie where, he added this to his character. He added this to his character to make it more realistic that he's learning as he goes. So with that being said, and maybe it might be something to say about characters like Thanos and characters like Caesar and all of those other majority CGI characters, that they still use the body as the base to put or as the canvas to draw on. Maybe there's something to be said about that. However, with this being no CGI as far as just his body, and that's all him acting, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, I will argue Slim to the grave. This nigga deserve an Oscar for that shit.
He deserve an Oscar nomination at least. I wouldn't say just give him an Oscar, but
listen, I don't know what the hell else gonna be in there, but if there was a poll that I could vote on, this nigga getting my vote, and I'm making however many accounts that I need to.
You got some good actors this year, man. Michael B. Jordan, Sinners. You got Bro from the Long Walk. You got some niggas been cooking this year.
And for sure,
anybody in Weapons is crazy, but I don't think nobody was like that stand out. I think they all was on the same level. Like how this nigga stood out, I don't really think. And Michael B. Jordan stood. Well, Sammy kind of stood out too.
Bulls. Not compared to this film. This film was too. It was.
I would say
I wouldn't say it was better.
And Jacob Elordi. I think both of them, because there's so
over
different.
Sammy.
What are you referring to?
I'm putting Michael B. Jordan over Sammy
on in Sinners.
Okay. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
My fault. I take that back. That
nigga was snapping.
For sure, he was snapping on the actor side. But here's what
on the actor side, on the music side, everything.
For sure. But here's what makes it different. And you know what? I would say that they will probably be the top three because there was a lot of demand from all three of their characters. Michael B. Jordan, he's playing two different people. They're twins, but they're still two different people. So he has to learn how to act like two different people. You know what I'm saying? He has to develop two different characters and make them make sense on the screen. Whereas Sammy, he's using his musical talent and his acting talent both at the same time to portray a character. Whereas Jacob Elordi, he's full embodiment of a actual creature and a new type of creature, something that hasn't been done before with this character, though it's been done before. We're putting a new spin on it. We're creating a whole new version from scratch. You know what I'm saying? So I think all three of those are very good candidates. I don't know who the hell else is putting it up is going to be up there. However, if it come down to my vote, and it might be recency bias, and I'm okay with admitting that, Jacob Elordi got that hoe.
I think what he was able to bring to this, to the creature, was I would say it was refreshing. To me personally, right, out of like, I don't know how many origin stories there are for Frankenstein, right? Or
I got to tell you one, because I've seen the one where Robert De Niro played the Frankenstein monster, and he did better than Robert De Niro, in my opinion. So
when did that one come out?
That was like the 90s or early
2000s.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah. What I was gonna say, like what he brought to the table for this performance was. I agree with Roots, man. Give this nigga the Oscar, and if not, give him a nomination or something, bro. But because this man went crazy, for real.
He did. More I think about it,
to play such a tragic character like this, right, in such a way that like it really. I don't know, but I didn't cry or anything like that, right? But that ending, for sure, it definitely, I was almost getting ready to shed a thug tear, bro. I ain't gonna count to you.
But wasn't he only in there for like half the movie?
Not really. We was going more than half.
I think he was weaved in there. I think he was weaved in there pretty good.
It focused more on Victor, but he was in there for enough. So he might be like I'm not sure what the requirements for main actor versus supporting actor. So I don't know which reward he'll get.
It's
But
like he turned into the main one. So I don't
Well,
know, bro. Like
that's the thing. I think that's what's so fire about the structure of this movie. It's broken down like an old style movie is, or old style Broadway show is, where it's the prelude, it's the first chapter, and then the second chapter, and the second chapter ends with the conclusion of everything that's already happened. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think with them giving, yes, Victor is the main character at first, so he's gonna be in the prelude, he's gonna be in the first chapter, but then giving Jacob Elordi's character his own chapter and his own story. For one, I don't think, and again, I've never seen him, but I think it's safe to say that none of them did that and told the story from the Frankenstein, the monster Frankenstein's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like his learning, his experience, and everything like that. You know, you get a little bit of the feeling of him being unwanted and treated like a monster, but you don't get as much of him telling that story himself. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So I
that
think with adding that and then adding the narration on top of that, as he's narrating his own story, I think that was super cool.
I
yeah,
thought the that whole transition where he popped in to the ship and then he was like, "Oh, my creator told you his story. Well, I'm gonna tell you mine." That was
That
pretty
was
cool.
dope
And
as hell. Nigga,
that
how they
transition
open
was
the door.
crazy.
I don't even use the term aura because it's like they done made it into a new term. But how he was standing there all diesel and shit when they opened the door up,
nigga,
nigga,
horror
that was
farming.
cold. He was for sure on the floor farming. This nigga is
Nigga, horror farming.
hey, this
That's what
nigga
the
is
new nigga,
shitting.
that's what the kid nigga say.
This this nigga, this nigga is shitting on Piccolo.
no, the fuck he not.
um, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. No,
Nah, that shit
no,
was
because
cold.
I ain't even answer the fibrous question about like what I know about Frankenstein. I know
Yeah,
about like I'm y'all know I like old ass movies and shit, bro. So I grew up watching all these old ass movies, Frankenstein, fucking Wolfman, Invisible Man. Read some of the books in school and shit. So I was just fascinated with that type of shit. This was like the original horror. Like these niggas was Jason and Freddy. Like these are type of niggas that was like niggas was scared of back in the day in the 30s and shit. So I
yeah.
was kind of fascinated about that shit.
Wolfman, the Mummy,
Yeah.
Frankenstein,
So
Dracula, all that.
I remember I seen the first Frankenstein and this nigga, you know, the first Frankenstein was like in the 1930s. He was just a
That shit was black and
slow ass
white.
nigga, don't talk, slow ass nigga, don't talk, just walk around like a zombie and shit.
Bolts
Then
in
I
his
was like,
back
all right,
and shit,
then I
all that.
see this, and this before I read the book or nothing. This, so I didn't even know it was a book. I was a kid. I seen the one with Robert De Niro and this
Mhm.
nigga talking all intelligent, and I'm like, damn, this shit ass. But
Mhm.
I don't know that this is based off the actual book.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn,
But
this shit,
okay,
yeah.
Spartan, you said you seen like you grew up on all them old ass ones before Freddy Jason. Do these niggas have similar backstories? Like somebody did something wrong to? Because you know Jason is just well, I guess niggas did him wrong, but most of these niggas just killers. Like this
Yeah.
nigga got a
Well,
real
the thing about
backstory. Like
in the original Frankenstein book, I mean not book, the original Frankenstein movie, his brain and shit and like his body parts was from was from actual serial killers.
Mm.
Oh shit.
But he still was kind of like this one, like he kind of like got a like a heart and shit.
Yeah.
But he still could like uncontrollably kill people sometimes.
No, that's
So
dope. And I think the storytelling of how, because again I'm watching a little documentary. I might actually finish this whole when I go to work, but they expanded on so much shit of what it took to make this movie, as far as even down to the colors that they're putting on the screen and how colors represent a character. I think Slim mentioned something like that as far as music when it comes to different houses in Game of Thrones, right? But they broke down, you know, the different color patterns behind characters. You know what I'm saying? Like Mia Goth's character was nature, and so they got a lot of natural colors, a lot of blues and greens and shit like that with her, right? And
Yeah, when
then
she was like
even
chilling with
breaking
Buzz and
down
shit.
the prelude was the main colors was red, black, and white. You know, the red was reserved to um the mother, the black was the father, and then their offspring Victor is both red and black, and then white in the background, right? I think that was dope as fuck. I think um even with the on the boat, I think they said it was blue, white, and gold. White for the snow, blue for the soldiers, and gold just for the accents on the ship, right?
Hmm.
And they broke down so much different shit on how everything came together. And I don't know how it is on other movies, but what I know for a movie set to be is kind of chaos. It's chaos in the art where it's a lot of people running around doing a bunch of different shit, whereas it don't seem like it was that much. Like it just seemed like it was so particular. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need a whole lot of people. We just need a good 30 people that know how to do their job really well. You know what I'm saying? And that's what came out on the screen. Like they put this together perfectly, bro. I think this was so dope. The even the actors and explaining how they learned their characters, I thought that was super cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I would advise anybody that has watched this or is going to watch it, definitely watch the documentary afterwards. And hopefully they continue to do this. Netflix continues to do this as far as putting the behind the scenes up, because that was one of my favorite things growing up on the DVD is watching the behind the scenes shit, the bloopers, the
That
deleted
should have
scenes, all
lost
that
art,
shit.
man.
Yeah, so I think that bringing that back as a part of the blueprint to bring more marketing to a movie, like I think that's dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? It brings back that old feel of what it means to like and enjoy a movie.
Was this a Netflix drop or it was in the
No,
movie still in
no,
the
it
It's
was
theaters?
it
100%.
was it was a theaters. No, it was a theaters drop,
Really?
right? Yes, it was. It dropped in October, and then it made its way to Netflix November 7th,
Hey,
if
So
I'm
they
question:
not
What
dropped
what,
it
mistaken.
in the
what movie
theaters for a
studio?
month and then
What
moved to
movie
Netflix.
studio made this? Was it Universal?
Huh? You said
Let me
what?
check. Oh,
What movie studio made this? And who made the
This
last one?
was so the as far as the director, it was by Guillermo del
Yeah,
Toro,
I
who's
know that.
very
I know him.
notorious.
Yeah,
He was
Hellboy.
very notorious for he deals with monsters and shit like that, supernatural, all that shit. You know what I mean? That's his wheelhouse. You feel me?
Yeah, Hellboy. Made Hellboy.
fire! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I see on here the production companies are D'Amelio Films, Double Dare You, Bluegrass Films.
Probably Bumhouse.
I'm
Blumhouse,
not looking at it.
Fish
This looks like this looks like a little bit too much of a budget for
Bluegrass.
me. Dumb.
Yeah, like I don't see no big film houses on here, so I think
Y'all
it's
remember like
most of it is independent.
remember they were trying to do like a cinematic universe with all the monsters and that shit failed when that bullshit mummy came out. And I was wondering if
I like that mummy. Honestly,
I
I
never
think
seen it.
it
I
turned
never
pretty,
seen it, but I
pretty
heard it was
crazy
bullshit.
now.
Um,
Nah, it was actually good. I don't know why it
yeah,
did so poorly in the box office that they threw away that idea of the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
dark universe. I think that's what it was called. It was like Dark Universal or some shit like that.
Yeah. So I want to know if like this. I don't know if the same people that made Wolfman made this shit and shit. Maybe they can still do that shit because they just dropped no what was that? I can't even see that shit. The vampire nigga.
Nah, nah. I don't
No
think the niggas
Sriracha.
that I don't think the niggas that made the Wolfman made this shit. Wolfman
Oh
is too
man,
ass. Wolfman is way too ass
oh, man.
for
Marvel
something
got
of this
trash movies and
caliber.
good movies too.
And I will
I'm
I
just
will
saying.
say in comparison, as far as movie budgets, so I'm looking at the movie budget now, and I know we've gone over movie budgets before. This one was only 120 million. I feel like that's on the lower scale as far as shit that we've seen as far as big movies.
Man, lower scale, lower. It may seem like lower scale, but this movie was beautifully shot. This shit
For
was
sure.
look too crazy, too good to be honest.
For
Like
sure.
like
Like uh
shout out to niggas that were filming this shit. They kind of wig with the cinematography for real. So
yeah, they showed the in the behind the scenes, they showed the laboratory, the main operating area for the laboratory, and how it was fully enclosed. Like they literally built a room within a room, or a house within a house within a room. You know what I'm
wow,
saying? And it that shit looked real as hell. Like they and just watching them, you got the structure, but then you got the feel of the structure. So when you go down to the basement where the creature is kept for a majority of his first time on screen, it's real wet and gloomy and shit. And so I'm watching them spray the water on the what's it called, and like basically like throwing dirt on shit to make it look the way it needs to look to portray what it needs to portray. And just watching this, it shows how much effort it takes to make a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a collection of people. It's not just on the director, it's not just on the actors. It's a collection of everybody. And one thing that what's his name again? The director? I don't know how to say this shit.
Guillermo del Toro.
All right, I'm gonna say Toro. The one thing that Toro said in the beginning of the documentary, he was talking about, you know, the makings of a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You have someone who proposes something and then someone who responds. And a lot of this this movie was just call and response. You know what I'm saying? Like down to all of the elements, even the music score. I think it was so dope how everything portrayed a particular feeling, and it was just right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I have anything wrong to say about this movie.
I got some creative, not that's wrong with it, but some things that I didn't personally. I don't like. I'm not used to him being like super duper strong. I don't feel like it warranted that. Like this nigga can stop. Nigga has Superman strength, bro.
Bro, the nigga was cracking.
Like, they could have toned him down just a little bit. Like he was.
Bro, the nigga tore the skin off a wolf as it was attacking him, bro.
That shit was crazy. No, I agree, Art. For real. This
like,
nigga damn near immortal.
Stop a ship. Like,
the nigga pushed the ship out to sea. That's insane. That nigga insane, bro.
Hey, this nigga, like when they shot him at the beginning of the film with with the blunderbuss, right? Like I'm like, damn, nigga, yo, killed the nigga, bro.
He had healing powers. Like he didn't like how did that happen from reanimating a human? Like,
I didn't understand that either.
Yeah,
that part I didn't understand that part either.
It was fire. Like, the scene shit was fire though. Like, I'm not gonna but like, it just didn't make sense.
I think I kind of get that actually, but I don't get the strength part. Where that shit come from?
Well, the reanimation part or the healing factor part, I think that's always been a thing. Kind of just that we knew it, but we didn't know it, because you know he can't die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know that he is forever living. He literally cannot die. So with him being an op to most everybody else, a majority of his existence, he got to have people that's brave enough to take them pitchforks and actually use them, or take them torches and actually use them. And he make it out that bitch every time. And so I think them just putting it on the screen was just kind of new to us, because we never seen that part or never talked about that part. You know, it was more so like saying the quiet thing out loud. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what that was.
It was cool. It was some cool effects. I ain't want too mad of it, but let's talk about this nigga Victor, bro. He's just been a dickhead the whole movie.
He's a whole ass nigga.
This nigga, man.
I kind of understood it, because I'm super grateful for the prelude in showing his upbringing and how he came into existence and how he came into this desire to be this creator that he is, right? You know, his father was a fucking asshole, you know, in which he was an asshole with a purpose, but he was still an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Slapping your kid in the face with a cane because he forgot what the fucking, I don't know, the nervous system does, and he's fucking 12. That's kind of crazy.
He told that nigga too, like, we ain't gonna hit your hands no more. We need those with your face. That's that's vanity, nigga. We don't care about that.
Shit was cold. That shit was cold.
Hey, believe it or not, though, that was like back in those times, right? That really was like kind of like the parenting standard, I suppose, for lack of a better word.
Well, I mean, I assume if they was backhanding their wives, they was definitely backhanding their kids.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like specifically, if you want your offspring to excel and be great and shit like that, like that's, you know what I mean. I'm not condoning that shit, of course.
Yeah,
right?
you gotta think about it. Like, that's a time of mad philosophers, mad poets, mad scientists. Like, that standard was mad child prodigies just running around at the time.
And the desire of a parent to be able to spawn someone that great, the responsibility of molding that is on you. So if I gotta beat it into you, I'm gonna beat it into you. Like that's kind of what they thing was.
Which is crazy.
I mean, we seen it with Joe Jackson. He beat the shit out of all 5 of them kids.
Oh man.
But I was very grateful for the prelude and showing who he was and how he turned into what he turned into. He lost his mom while she was giving birth to his little brother. And
Right.
even that, and then playing that out on screen to where he has this envy towards his brother, because even as a child, he's not able to fully understand, even though his dad is teaching him all this stuff about anatomy and biology and all this shit. I lost my mom as she was giving birth to my brother. Fuck
Yeah,
this
you gotta
boy.
think.
My mom
You gotta
away.
think about it. Like,
That's
like
called
your
kid
father.
prostate.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like that a kid processing that could turn into fuck this little nigga. He killed my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
But
understand that completely. What was you saying?
yeah, and then I'm about to say, then his father, whipping his ass every time he got some shit wrong. So his father, in his eyes, his father must have all the answers.
Right.
So his father don't save his mother. He think he did that shit on purpose. Like you could have saved the nigga. Like that's in his mind.
And he
And I
felt
like how he
um,
addressed him whenever he said, nigga said, "You let mom die, ain't you, bitch ass nigga?" Like, and when he grabbed that
like
little cane, I thought he was gonna smack that nigga in the face with it.
nigga, he felt like on some we got what that nigga said, black hair and black eyes, and his father and them ain't really like that shit. They wanted like that blonde hair like his little brother had, so he probably had some little envy towards little dude, man.
Alright.
Why he tried to fuck his bitch?
Yeah. His bitch looked like he wanted to fuck the monster.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, it seemed like she was going, and then she like had some honor
Oh,
about it. She
Art,
was like, "I ain't going like that."
Art is it possible that he gonna make her the bride of Frankenstein? Is that he gonna go back and revive her? Like read
Oh
that nigga
shit.
notes and figure
That
out
might
how to
be
do that shit
that
and
might be
revive
what
her?
that
Well,
might be what happened.
Here's the
That's what I
thing
was thinking.
that I peeped, and this is going back to the wardrobe and why they so clever and shit, right? Because even in Planet of the Apes, when they went back and redid it after the 90s one, right? There was little shit here and there, like the when they bust down the gate to get the gorillas out, the rods of the gate they ended up using as weapons, and that was like their spears in the 90s movie or the 80s, 50s, whatever the fuck. Whenever they was on their own planet, that was like the warriors. That's what they carried around, them spears, and it was in the same shape, right? I say that to say when they showed Mia Goth's character before the wedding, those ribbons that was like around her arms, that's like a thing for the Bride of Frankenstein. Like she had always had these white ribbons hanging off of her, and so
And
I
Mia
think,
Goth
For
is like
real?
she like the perfect person to be that type of character. So I'm pretty sure that's what they going for.
well, here's the thing. There is another Frankenstein. I think it's called The Bride or some shit like
Yeah,
that. It's a
bride of
movie coming
Frankenstein.
out
Yeah.
with Christian Bale, and I don't know the female name, but it's based off of now he has a companion. So it's a completely different director and movie in general.
I
However,
just
it
think
is
about
still a
these damn
continuation of this story.
these public domain as movies, bro. Just anybody can just take that shit and make a movie about it. If you can make a Frankenstein movie
So,
right now, it'd be legal.
Why would they not keep the same? Oh, because it's a whole nother nigga doing it, right? Yeah,
yeah.
But
I see.
yeah, so it's
Yeah,
public
they might
domain.
not be able to
You
afford
can take the story and just do
Oscar.
whatever you want with it.
Which, now that I think about it, if you can afford Oscar, you might be able to afford Christian. No, hell no, never mind. I
I
just
don't
thought
know, man. Christian
American
Bale,
Psycho. Christian
Batman,
Bale is
Batman,
Batman
nigga.
and American Psycho and then Shaft and shit. Like that nigga's bill is high as hell. So that makes sense.
What is he gonna be? He's gonna be Victor Frankenstein.
No, he's gonna be Frankenstein. He's gonna be the creature.
Oh, that might be ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, they got from what I've seen, they got a lot of the original look of him. The big bulky boots. I think he got bolts in his neck.
Oh, so it's
His
gonna be,
hair is
built more
his
based
head
off
is
the old movie then.
yeah, his head is a fucking block. He got this elongated
Okay,
forehead and shit. Like
that's
that's what
interesting.
it looks like to me.
Because I was kind of conflicted on this look, like, because they did this shit with that movie like 2015 I Frankenstein.
Mm.
Like I don't, and pause when I say this, bro. Like don't get immature with this. Like Frankenstein is supposed to look grotesque. Like this nigga
Yeah.
look like still like a model. Like You
Yeah,
reanimate a corpse, and this nigga like it. It was kind of weird. Well,
well,
weird, but it was like
here,
it
well,
didn't make
here's the
sense.
thing with that, and again, watching the behind the scenes, illuminates you a lot to the why something is right. They wanted to portray beauty in the madness. That's a lot of what they was doing, from the set
Right.
to the colors to the the monster itself, right? The and usually we see Frankenstein, you can see the stitching as far as him getting put together, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with this, and with Paul's him having less clothes on, you can see all of the pieces put together. And
Yeah.
the reason why they did that, it was like, well, instead of this just being a whole lot of pieces put together, in which it is, let's say that these were parts where he went in, did it one way, did the muscle structure one way for the kneecap, right? And he went in, sewed it up, didn't think it was working right, so he went back in and redid it. And that's explains
And they
all the
showed that pretty much
split
too.
stuff.
They showed that. I think I had mad body parts just laying around. I need shit like Ed Gaines.
Bro, the nigga they bro, the amount of time that it takes to make a costume for a person is one thing. Like I told you, it took them 10 hours to put together all this shit
That
on this one
that's
nigga.
insane.
They
That is insane.
had 30 dummy corpses in a room at one point at one time. Can you imagine how long it took? Let's just say 10 people to make
Probably
all the
days,
dummies
bro.
and scatter them around and create the scene like that of him putting all that shit together. That shit was dope as hell.
Yeah.
So like back to his the way that Frankenstein, or I'm sorry, the creature looks in this 2025 version, right? I just
Mm,
see it as like they like creative freedom for one, right?
mm,
It's a reimagine, you know what I mean? It's a reimagine, so there's that, right? And they kind of updated his look a little bit, you know what I mean? Just a
yeah.
little update, you know what I'm saying? It's 2025, you know what I mean? Things happen to look different here and there, with whatever retelling of stories and shit like that. And this was like the vision that Guillermo del Toro probably had in mind, you know what I mean? So
Mm,
like I don't got too many problems with the way that he looks. Maybe the long hair, what because I'm so used to or I'm sorry,
one
the
way.
creature having like a short low cut type shit,
Yeah.
you feel me? So that was definitely different for sure.
They showed that
But
nigga
even with
getting
that,
the fucking. They showed him getting the turkey shit too. Hair plus.
oh yeah. Well, even with that, it's along with telling the story. You know what I'm saying? It's the realism of this is a human put back together. If his heart works, you kind of have to assume that his fucking hair, what's that shit called? What's that shit called?
Hair
Fucking
follicles.
hair follicles work as well. You know what I'm saying? So he, just the same way that he breathes and eats and all that shit, his hair grows. You know what I'm saying? In which that
Hmm.
doesn't make sense if you're thinking about him as a zombie, but when you think of him as a reanimated human being, in which anytime that we've seen anybody reanimated, let's say uh, Naruto, we seen him get reanimated, and he is not him, but the people we see get reanimated,
The
they're,
Hokages.
yeah, the Hokage, they're themselves. They're not themselves as much on the inside, but on the outside, they function the same way.
Them
These
niggas
niggas
themselves on
box
the
hella
inside
good.
too. Them niggas got all the same memories and all that shit. They act like the same nigga.
Right. So I don't have that much of a problem with the hair growing. If he was just, we seen him as a bald nigga before he got animated, and then when he popped up and got hair, okay, that's weird. However, them showing, like, even when he was in the forest and shit with the deer and shit, he had a little buzz cut to him, like as if he
Yeah,
was
his shit was
bald, but his
growing.
hair was growing.
Paul. They don't regular Frankenstein like the green monster. That nigga got hair too, don't he?
He got
Yeah.
hair,
He
but
does, but
it's
it's a,
stuck
it's a
one
low
way. It's
cut.
like real
It's a low
short, and the
cut.
nigga got like a weird
A nigga
fake
just keep a
bang.
But that was
fade.
in the 30s, but they was just figuring out movies. They wasn't thinking about logic and shit, man.
Yeah,
Just keep a fade, man. That's it. And, nigga,
This nigga
we in this
pause.
modern fucking day where Ed Gein and all these, they try to make all these niggas look pretty Paul. So of course they gonna try to make this nigga look
Yeah.
as
make niggas look pretty.
human like and
Nigga
Yeah.
said pretty
modelish as
pause.
That's even
possible.
worse. That's even worse than this though. That's like that shit is even way worse than this shit. Like making them niggas like attracted to females is kind of crazy. Like
They say some of them niggas was like Ted Bundy. They say like the hoes
Yeah,
like that.
like Ted Bundy is like probably the only nigga. Like you look up the pictures of these regular niggas, bro. Like they gonna get fucking
If
Zac
it's like
Efron to
a
play John Wayne
Bro,
Gacy.
if it's like a
in
Wayne
some of
Gacy
the
that look like a
in some of
supermodel, you know
the
something going wrong. That nigga was fat as
I think
hell
I
and
think I was watching
disgusting.
something about Jeffrey Dahmer. Like they described him as a handsome, cool guy. Like he was a little
Nah.
weird, but the
No,
nigga seemed just
no,
looking
Jeffrey
at him,
Dahmer
he
was getting
seemed
like
right.
love. He was getting like love letters sent to him and shit. Like these bitches, people be weird though. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about Victor's being a bitch again. 'Cause,
Oh
like
man, let's list some of his crimes throughout the
Bro, the
movie,
nigga
shall
put
we?
three
Because
the nigga put two bodies on the nigga back to back.
Yeah, he definitely did that shit.
oh yeah, there's that.
he
There's that.
kept,
The
he
like
kept
he almost
doing
tried to
that shit.
hold. He almost tried his hold his brother when he confessed his love towards Mia Goth's
Ain't
character.
no try. He was
Oh,
home.
he was
his
definitely yeah
brother,
he was.
his brother should have known. His brother should have known what's up the moment he introduced it to him. And he just was in awe with that bitch. Like, like I would have been like, yo, hold on, what you doing, man?
Yeah,
Like,
then they left the room. Why am I leaving my girl in here with you, nigga? And we
like,
leaving.
are
Like,
you?
nigga,
My
what?
This nigga,
fiance that I'm about to marry of all people. Like
but imagine you introduce your brother to your girl, and he just start walking up to her wide eyed and slow, like like.
Yeah, like, and then when she pulled up asking about her uncle or whatever, I got something to show you. I need to really show you. I need to talk. Like,
That nigga
nigga, you
ain't
ain't
even
even say
care
much
about
stuff to
bro.
bro yet. Like, what
When
the
the
fuck?
uncle died, he was like, "Oh damn!" Went right back to the shit. Like
Yeah, that nigga
he
went to
gave it,
sleep like nothing happened.
nigga there rotten. But then this would really be mad, bro. This nigga spent all this time reanimating this nigga, bro. Spent hours and days of hard labor. As soon as this nigga finally get what he done, he started treating this nigga like a bitch all because he can't talk, bro. You gotta take a little bit more time to get this nigga to talk.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
Bro, you're reanimating a fucking person. This is the same thing as giving birth to a baby.
yeah, exactly.
Expecting a baby to be able to say more than anything is crazy. And this nigga, oh, he ain't got no intelligence, no spark of intelligence. Nigga, of course not.
Like sit
there you
down. You
go.
got all the intellect in the world. You can sit down and talk just like the old man did. Like
That nigga, he said Victor in 2 minutes, bro. He clearly was intelligent. You just was impatient, bro. Weird
Exactly.
ass nigga.
As
Nah,
soon as somebody came
like
along with not wanting to pull something from him but learn him, he learned their name. Elizabeth, he learned her name in 2 seconds as well.
nah, like the one of the scenes that really just struck a nerve was like, cause like I don't know, like it's cool that at the end of the film, Victor, accepted the creature as his son. You feel me?
And he take
That's
full
great.
responsibility for everything he
He finally a little too late, but fucking
Nigga was on
finally.
his
You know what I'm saying?
deathbed. I ain't believe
Oh,
that shit.
yeah, this thing of food. But no, it was dope. You know what I mean? I guess a little too late, like I said. But what really fucked me up a little bit, right, was when like he was getting ready to lit up that whole lab and shit like that. And then as he was leaving, and that shit was getting ready to explode, fucking the creature was like calling his name out. Bro, that shit just hit a nerve for me. I'm like, this nigga on some other shit, bro. This nigga really earned
Bro, the
this.
nigga hold him. He said say something other than Victor. The nigga said Victor as he walking away. He hear him say Elizabeth, and he still home. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Nigga's
so
a bitch, bro. Like he
and
that nigga might have been jealous.
bro.
That nigga might have been hating because he said his bitch name.
And Pujos, I think you hit the concept of the movie, that concept. I think you hit it in the chat, like right on the head, to be honest. Because when you said that, all this time you thought that, you know, um, you know, what is this little nigga doing? What the fuck? Sorry, I'm talking about. Sorry, my dog is acting a little weird right now. But you said in the chat that all this time you thought that Frankenstein was the monster, right? But really it's Victor, you know what I mean? I thought
Yeah.
that concept perfectly explained this movie, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure.
um
And,
and
and
the
even his brother said it in him dying. He was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
I've been terrified of you my whole life," which is also explaining why he ain't pressed nothing whenever he was all on his bitch. But the nigga he's a monster, bro. Like he's driven by desire and he is willing to do anything and hold anybody to get what he wants.
Yes, most definitely, most definitely. It's kind
You
of
know,
fucked up how his
in
uncle
some
died.
ways, in some fields, that's completely acceptable. But nigga, you created a thing, and then you just want to get rid of it because it's not doing what you wanted to do.
Yeah, he was just driven away from reality for the most part. Like he was so focused on what he needed to do that he was insane. It was remind me of that movie. What's the movie you watched with the math nigga? Like the nigga that was doing the math and shit. I forgot what that shit was called.
The accountant?
No, it wasn't an accountant. It couldn't have been an accountant. It was a nigga that was like doing algebra or some shit. I forgot what that shit was. Calculus or
Right.
some.
I don't
Rain
remember
Man?
that
You
shit.
talking
I
about Rain
only
Man?
remember the accountant.
No, not Rain Man.
I
Was it the
think
accountant?
I don't remember this, bro.
Them probably know, bro. But yeah, it was a nigga that was
The
doing like.
account, I'm thinking of accountant too. Like,
No, because I ain't watched that Counting. It was another movie with that was I think it was anyway. Yeah, but he was just like into his own shit too much to where as though he lost his mind and lost himself.
Nightcrawler.
Nah, bro.
That
I'll
nigga was
find
a
it.
weirdo from the jump, ain't it?
That nigga was going crazy for them views.
but
Movie fire.
But yeah, bro, this nigga is truly a bitch ass nigga, bro. Like bro, the fact that he told his brother what happened to his bitch uncle, talking about so he killed him in a fit of rage. Nigga, what?
Yeah,
What
yo.
are you talking about?
That shit didn't happen,
That shit is
nigga.
crazy. What the
Bro,
fuck?
this is so far back in time. He literally could have just got rid of the body and said the nigga left and nothing would have came of it. The nigga
Oh,
kept him
bro,
and then used him as a scapegoat.
bro, that nigga was decaying from syphilis. Nigga, what kind of shit?
No,
The times back
That's a
then was
real thing. That's a
I
disgusting.
real
don't.
thing. That's a
Was
real
it
thing.
syphilis or was it mercury
It was
Yeah, he
poisoning?
syphilis. I
said
Because
looked
the
it up.
nah,
nigga,
he said
Look,
syphilis.
well,
no,
he was taking mercury as his medicine. Like that's what he was
wh-
taking the mercury for.
Yeah,
which
but
was still
But
not
he was
okay, by the
dying
way,
from
because
syphilis though.
that shit will definitely kill you instead of just syphilis
Yeah,
too.
bro.
Mercury is
He's
not
saying
Medicine back then was dirt, nigga.
like
he's saying like
Mercury is
he
not medicine, nigga.
that nigga said one night with Venus, the rest of your life with Mercury. Was he saying he fucked with a bitch who was like burning or something? Like is that what he
yeah,
was trying to say?
yeah.
That
He
nigga
fucked the
funny as
bitch.
shit. Who the
Nigga
fuck
fucked the
is
bitch
Venus?
and got the clap.
One
Goddamn.
night with Venus, the rest of your life with Mercury. Them niggas was talking in
But
But
like
riddles the
that
whole time.
that shit look nasty though. That shit
the
spread to
fact that
his
he thought
head.
that shit was syphilis
Well,
shows you
look,
how bad syphilis
bro.
was back then.
Wait, was it?
No. The thing is that it's still bad. It's just people catch it early now. Like they realize what they have early, and so they're able to catch it.
And they
But
got
today,
vaccines and
if
shit.
you go too long with syphilis, you can
Yeah,
lose
that
your
same
sight.
shit
You can
happened.
develop dementia. Your sores start popping up in your head and shit. Like
Oh
you
God.
die
Don't fuck with these hoes, man. Don't fuck with these
unbearable
hoes out
pain.
there.
It's a real thing today.
That shit crazy.
That shit is crazy.
But even again, like their creation of this, putting that on the screen as just more telling of what time they're existing in, I think that's dope as hell. It makes it so much more submersive. It puts you more in the movie.
Submersive. What else,
But
bro?
yeah,
Like I think and also talking about his intelligence and shit. Buddy was so impatient with him and all that shit. And the old man, he just clearly watched the old man from that fucking hole in the wall and
mm-hmm.
learn basic English. Like, nigga, if you just would have took your time and stopped being a bitch, you could have had like a whole intelligent person that you brung back to life, but you a bitch. So you got what you got. And he
Bro,
tried to murder that nigga in a fucking burning. This nigga is insane, bro.
the nigga learned how to speak well enough to introduce himself to somebody, though they were blind and they were willing. He learned enough through a fucking hole in the wall and just existing around an actual family of different people. And he learned what words was, he learned what ideas were, he learned how to convey himself enough to get to the next step to learn more. All you had to do was spend time with this nigga and not put him in a fucking basement chained to a cinder block.
Not just that, Roots. He was also shown love and kindness. You feel me? Which was a main proponent, right? As to him seeking out his Victor, you know what I mean? Because he did ask Victor for a companion, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Frankenstein, like the creature was lonely as well, you know what I'm saying? So
Bro, he
there's
learned
that.
what appreciation was. You know, he
Yep,
learned
yep.
what it meant to do for someone else.
Hmm.
Bro,
That's,
like
that's
And he
why
was
this
smart enough
game
to
is
hide out.
smart.
He
yeah,
knew that if they would have seen him, they would have smoked him. But so he was smart enough to hide out and
yeah,
gather all the equipment they needed for the appreciation or the gratitude. Like he was smart as hell.
yeah.
And he
That's why
found that nigga.
yeah, he did find a nigga from a book of drawings and shit. But no, that's why the beginning of this movie was so fire because he was so damn pissed that you had to figure out why this nigga was so pissed that like you had to finish watching the movie to see what this nigga did to make this nigga so pissed like that in the beginning of the movie.
Oh no, this nigga was on a straight warpath at the beginning of the film.
He was ripping
He
niggas off.
caught a couple bodies, bro. He killed niggas for real, for real.
He had to
Oh,
though.
it was all
Oh,
self-defense. Like nigga, don't run down on me with no damn gun and
And
think
he
I'm
Yeah,
not
kept
gonna
telling
kill
them niggas, bro, just give me dude, bro, and I'll chill. Like he kept, I would have threw Victor ass right to him, like, bro, this nigga
you. Here
tripping.
you go. I don't
Come
even
get
know
this
this nigga
nigga.
here.
Yeah, this nigga out of here. That nigga clearly not like no monster bear or no shit who just savagely murdering people. He looking for this one nigga. Give him to him. Like fuck him.
Bro, yo, how you get out of there based off your crew. You spending more time sending your crew to try to defend against this thing, and it's only requesting one thing. I will chill on y'all if y'all give me what I want. Bitch ass Victor, if you don't get your whole ass out of here, I don't give a fuck about your leg, your cane, bleeding from my. I don't care. Get off my boat.
Victor was on that though. Like he chased that nigga down in the snow, trying to kill him. Nigga, dynamite. You know he can't die. Why you chasing this nigga?
Nigga say,
Like
I'm gonna do everything I can to kill this whole ass thing.
chasing that nigga, man.
Bro, and even that part, the turn, right? When he said, what he said, you are my creator, but from this day forth, I'm your
I'm your
master.
master.
And
Oof.
I'm thinking he just gonna beat him and hold him. But just I know you want to kill me, so I'm gonna make you try to chase me to kill me because I want to die anyway. Because I know you're not gonna give me what I truly want, which is a companion. I want to die, but I want to torture you at the same time. So I'm gonna just string you along. I'm gonna be the carrot, and you just be the dog chasing or bunny chasing the carrot this entire way. And he chased him and chased him and chased him until he ended up in the middle of a fucking frozen ocean. That's determination, rage, and just the nigga was lost. He lost. He was like, bro, fuck it. Like my brother dead. The bitch that I wanted didn't fuck with me in the end. She smacked the shit out of me and shit. She died. And it's in his mind, it's this nigga fault. Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. And just that he just made the rest of his life that until the end.
I think what he said to Victor was that you gave me unwanted life. So that was yeah, that cut deep for real, that little speech. So
Bro, and even how he spoke was so intelligent. Like I didn't expect that at all from the creature. I didn't expect that at all. Every time he spoke, it sounded like a fucking poem. Like the nigga's alliteration is so grandiose. It doesn't even make sense, but it makes you want to listen to what he's saying. I think
mhm,
that was dope as hell.
most definitely.
Told that nigga, look, bro, you bought this fucking dynamite, my nigga. You better hope this shit kill me, or I'm finna get back on your ass, nigga.
Nah, I've seen so many times a motherfucker pull a gun and then the nigga with the gun on him grab the bitch and put it to his head and say, pull that bitch. This nigga grabbed the dynamite. He said, oh, you think this gonna work? Light that bitch. And then he lit it and he looked at him. He moved his hair out of the way. He said, run. That shit was fire, bro.
It's because it's a bro. This shit, it's a win-win for him regardless. Cause even if it do finally blow him to pieces, shit, I'm finally dead, nigga. I don't gotta deal with this no more. But if it don't, I'm finna
I'm
chase
gonna
your ass some
keep
more.
holding you. I'm gonna keep holding you until you either make me a companion or finding a way to kill me. Either way, we're both holding this situation until something changes.
let's talk about the ending real quick. Obviously Victor is on his deathbed and whatnot, and then he gives out that speech about, oh, I finally accept you as my son, and then he was like, oh, say my name like the very first time. I thought that was real dope, the poetics in that.
Mhm.
And then of course the last scene where the creature is walking in the middle of what like I don't know what to call that shit, but like it's like an ice wonderland essentially, right? And the sun rises and it's real it goes hand to hand with that scene when he was first feeling the sun on his skin, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
That was real. I thought it was a nice little touch the way they ended the film. So real poetic and everything like that. So
Yeah, even with the captain of the ship listening to this entire story, because that's one thing you've
From
never
both
got
point of views too.
from that's one thing that you've never got as far as the bystanders in films like this. They're always just on go of kill the monster, kill the monster. He's the first time I've seen someone, especially a man, because if they do it, it's usually a female, right? It's usually a female that's the one that has compassion or grows a fondness for the creature, right? Whereas this dude, he sits to gain an understanding. And even after this nigga done yoked him up and was about to kill him, you say, nigga said, prove the story, prove the tale that your creator told. He said, oh, he told you this story. Bet. Sit down, listen to this. And he sat and listened to everything, gained the understanding, and moved accordingly to the understanding that he gained. I thought that was dope as hell. I thought that was really really cool how they played that out.
yeah, I agree. Most definitely.
And he understood the monster point of view, because I mean he could have just been an idiot and let all them niggas air him out when they walked out the room, which would have been stupid because he would have lived and smoked all them niggas. But he heard that nigga point of view. He listened to both their stories. Like, bro, this nigga just longing for a companion, bro. Let
Bro,
buddy
this
get up
nigga just
out of
got
here, bro.
hold, bro. Like he got hold.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad. He got hold, bro.
Nigga was a real captain, man. And he was like, nigga, fuck it, kill us both, nigga. When he was finna knock his ass out, like, fuck it, you can kill us both. He don't even know Victor. He's like, shit, but he in here with me. Fuck it, just smoke us both. Or you gonna kill him? Kill us both. Captain was a real nigga.
For sure.
What couldn't have been me though. Would have threw Victor ass right off that boat.
Get him out of here, cuz.
I would have never heard that nigga point of view. Hey, get here, nigga. I don't want come get this nigga.
I don't give a fuck about your story. I don't give a fuck about how you got here, why you here. I know why you here. You here for him. Here, take
And
him.
that nigga just picked up the boat, nigga. I'm cool. Like,
Bro, the nigga tilted the boat. He tilted a boat
man.
with 50 people on it. Like,
yeah, that shit
that's
insane.
insane, bro.
I would have been shook. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm listening to
Who is that?
anything he got
Who
to
is
say.
that in the back of your in the pause on the back of you? This little character.
You talking about? Oh,
You,
I forget her name. It's from Dead Man Wonderland.
bro. Nigga got her in the back of
Oh
him and
yeah,
he don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
know her.
I know who that is. I know who that is.
No, I know her. I've watched Dead Man Wonderland like 7 times. I just can't think of her name right now.
I'm mad that they never had a second season, but anyways,
And we will never get a second season, and that's some bullshit.
yeah.
But yeah, I think we good. I think we've
Yeah.
pretty much talked about everything we can talk about.
Most definitely.
So yeah, we'll
What
get the
watch?
ratings then.
I can go first, real quick.
For sure.
All right, so um, I didn't think I'd be watching a 2025 reiteration of or reimagining or retelling of a Frankenstein film. You feel me? Mainly because like I personally, I think this is the first one I in terms of a origin story for Frankenstein and the creature. I think this is the very first one that I've seen. You feel me?
Mm.
Of course, I know I'm aware that there are quite a few out there in the world. You feel me? This is the one that I can say now that I'm fully familiar with. I thought it was told very well. The nice twist in the film, of course, was when we got both sides of the story. Because what they say is there is two sides to every story, and then of course there is the truth. We got to see all of that, both perspectives. So I thought that was a real nice touch by Guillermo del Toro to include into the film. I thought the film looked beautiful. You feel me? I mentioned that earlier. Um, yeah, they wigged out with the cinematography with this shit, and then like the location choosing and everything. You feel me? So shout out to them for that. I will say it's not a perfect film. And my one of my main issues is the pacing of it. Um, you already know. I always talk about pacings and how it can affect movies, and you know how it can make them flow seamlessly, like no problems, and keep the attention of the viewer going on. Unfortunately, I did fell asleep like three times trying to watch this, right? Mainly because it kind of started off a little slow, and then the middle was a little slow for my liking, and then like we got a little bit into Victor's little love triangle, whatever the entanglement, whatever the fuck he was trying to do, you feel me? And I don't want to say that I didn't care for it, but I just felt some of that shit could have been trimmed a little bit, right? And then get to the whole creation of the creature a little bit faster, you know what I mean? Because the creature wasn't created until like an hour into the film, you feel me? So, could have sped that shit up a little bit for my liking, you know what I mean? But other than that, really dope film. Um, Everyone came with their A game. You feel me? Especially Jacob Lordy. Shout out to him. I thought he stole the show for me, of course. And I rate this film an 8.5 out of 10. So
All right, I'll go next. So,
Yep, we got you. Go ahead.
all right. So the movie I was thinking about, y'all, none of y'all was here to review it. It was A Beautiful Mind. That's what I was thinking about. Um, anyway, but yeah, this is actually the second Frankenstein movie that I watched within a month. The first one is
yeah.
Blackenstein.
Like, I thought you said, oh, you did watch that.
First one is
Low
Blackenstein.
key, I might want to watch that now.
That's black. You see that Blackenstein in my picture right there. But,
Nigga
but
look stupid as hell.
the
Nigga look
movie
like
was
John C. Riley.
the movie. The movie was stupid as hell. It was stupid as hell, but it was kind of funny a little bit. But no,
That title was crazy too.
but no, this movie was it was really good, man. It was as good as I expected it to be. It was long as fuck. Um, like
Yeah,
like Fiverr
yeah.
said, the pacing was kind of the movie. Like I've seen long movies that didn't feel like long movies, and this wasn't one of them. This felt like it was a longer movie than what it is. So but it still was good. It kept my attention because I wanted to see what happens. But it's a good movie. Everything I don't really have no complaints other than that. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. But it's not a movie that I'll get back to because like I don't have a reason to go back to this long ass movie and watch it again. But it was an experience. I liked it.
Not anytime soon, at least. For me, at least, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
watch this again. It's just like not. It's gonna have to be like after a while. You feel
Yeah,
me?
maybe if my wife want to watch it or some shit, I'll watch it. But yeah,
Yeah.
All right, I'll go. You know, movies like this, initially, I always never want to watch the shit. Shit look ass. But turned it on. That shit was fire, like all the way through. Kept my attention. I did go to the store in between the shit, but when I came back, I was locked in. Shit, everybody did. I don't remember any character that was boring or didn't add to the plot. Everybody kind of went crazy. I, I seen a lot of movies this year. It's towards the top of them. Uh, sh- my man, which one is played the monster? The Lord, who played the monster?
Jacob
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi.
That nigga did his thing, man. From actually moving like a nigga who never moved a body before pause, and then becoming like an actual person in a way, running and shit, like doing like the and his whole thing was just kindness. The nigga just want to be treated like not a
A
fucking
person.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not he just be cool. Like he never did nothing wrong to nobody who didn't deserve it. Like he never, unless you try to put hands on this nigga, he wouldn't kill you, he wouldn't touch you. Shoot that nigga, he gonna get on your ass. If not,
Fact.
just like me, I ain't gonna do nothing to you unless you try me. We the same person. So I respect it. One of the better movies of the year. I'm a shit. I'm a damn. Is it a 9? It's up there. I'm gonna go 8.9, but just like Art and F Dub said, I'm not watching this shit anytime soon. This shit, they should be ashamed of themselves, nigga. This shit took all my whole day away.
Yeah, this nigga.
Shit, cool movie though. 8.9, man. She was fire.
All right. Well,
Uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and start with my rating first. I'm gonna give this a 9.5
Sheesh.
simply because I just watched Rebel Ridge and I gave that a 9, and this was better than Rebel Ridge. Yes, it's a completely different movie. However, I grade most movies on the same scale, and I can't comfortably give Rebel Ridge a 9 and knowing this one is better and give it a 9 as well. So I have to enter the in between 9 and 10 stage. I can't say that it's absolutely perfect, you know what I'm saying, because I don't think there's a such thing. However, this movie was really, really fucking good. Every element of it. I want to shout out all the actors fully, or at least the main ones: Jacob Elordi, Mia Goth, Oscar Isaac, and Christoph Walsh. Now, we didn't talk about Christoph Walsh a lot. My main two movies that come up in my head whenever I hear about him is Inglorious Bastards and Django. So I would say this probably wasn't his absolute best in a movie, but I will say that he spent less time in the movie, uh, in this movie than in those other movies, right? However, when he was on the screen, he conveyed everything that he needed to convey. Even in his desperation towards the end of his, cycle on screen, it showed. He turned into a completely different person. He was very calm, very stoic throughout a lot of the time that we saw him. He was very witty, he was funny, you know what I'm saying? But then when it came to this, he turned into a completely different person now that we know he has an ailment and he's looking at death. Like, he's literally staring death in the face. Like, he could die any day at this point. You know what I'm saying? And him being denied what he wants is as life, he again even turned even more desperate. You know what I'm saying? He was willing to take away the experiment completely if he couldn't get what he wanted. And I thought that was real cool, man. Mia Goth, I'm definitely looking out for more of her movies. This is my second movie of hers, because that was her in in X, right?
Yeah.
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 For sure. I'm definitely looking out for more Mia Goth movies. I think she was super fire. I think one thing that Toro said in the behind the scenes is she's a very reactive actor. She can act in pretty much any environment, and she's gonna give an original take. She's gonna give an original response. You know what I'm saying? Even though it is a script, her off script shit is fire. That's basically what I got from what he said. Um, Oscar Isaac was dope as hell. We see him all throughout Moon Knight. Yes, he plays Moon Knight, and he plays two different people in Moon Knight, or two different personalities rather. Um, but in this, we saw his evolution so crazy, as Victor, from a child to looking at death or dying. You know what I'm saying? I think that was very cool in how he executed his character. And then above all, of course, is Jacob Elordi. That nigga was super fire, and I stand on that nigga need an Oscar in his hand for sure. And that might sound crazy because I just said it was a nigga named Oscar, but yeah, that nigga was crazy, bro. From just the entire full embodiment of becoming a character. We can only say that for, like, there's a few people that come to mind, like the Joker from Dark Knight Rises. For sure, that's one of the people that come up. But I
Heath
think,
Ledger.
yeah, Heath Ledger. But I think if this movie sits long enough and circulates long enough, I think this performance can be put up there with that. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, like I said, 9.5. This was a super dope movie. I didn't have a problem with it being this long, pause, as long as the movie is good, and the movie was very good. You know what I'm saying? I always compare long movies to two movies, which is Django and Wolf on Wall Street.
Wall Street.
It feel like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? It feel like a hell of a long time watching, but because they're always doing something productive on the screen, That's why it doesn't. Yes, it feels like a long time, but I don't have a problem with it because I'm entertained throughout the entire sitting of watching the movie. So
Hateful
I
Eight
didn't
too, right? You seen that?
say again.
You seen Hateful Eight, right?
Yeah, that shit
Hateful
was a
Eight.
long.
No,
That shit was
I
a
never
long
seen that.
ass film too.
Yeah, that shit
You
was a
ready?
long ass movie. That
Hey,
shit fire though.
yeah, it's fire, but strap in for a long ass ride because that movie was
Yeah,
hella long. Pause. That movie was hella long, for real, for real, for real.
But yeah,
yeah.
like I don't necessarily have a problem with long movies as long as they're entertaining, and this movie was very entertaining. So, will I watch it again? Probably not. I'll probably watch this as much as I watch Wolf on Wall Street, which is like once maybe every year and a half or something like that. Uh, but anytime I watch it, like there are movies that you might go back to and you put it on, but it's kind of like background shit. You might not watch it as much or as intently. Like with Scream, there's a couple of those where when I go through watching all however many of the movies, there's a couple of sleeper movies in there where I'm just putting it on as background so I can get to the next one. Whereas every time I put on a movie like Wolf on Wall Street or like Django or like this, when I continue on and watch it again, I'm sitting watching and looking for things that I didn't see before. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is one of those movies, and because it's so long, it has a lot of those different Easter eggs in it for you to be able to find and discover as you watch it again. So, like I said, 8.5, and this movie altogether from all of our votes gets
9.5.
yeah, not 9.5. Sorry, but the final rating is 8.9.
Wow, pretty good.
Pretty
Pretty
good.
good, man. Pretty good, man.
But yeah, man.
Wait, that's your movie of the year? Ruby,
Shit.
who is that? Who is Ruben Benny?
Who's
Somebody,
talking about?
you don't see that in the chat?
Oh
It's a
yeah,
comment.
yeah.
What they said?
Is that the guy
Is
from
this
Pirates
guy?
of the Nah, Johnny
Yeah,
Depp.
yeah.
Nah.
No, he's not Johnny Depp, but he was in the which one was it? Hold on, I'll look at it real quick because I was just looking at it not too long ago. He was in. I'm still looking for it. God damn it!
Why are you looking
Fuck.
for it? Is that your movie of the year? You said 9.5. What you give Sinners?
I think so. I don't think I ever gave Sinners a rating. I would probably
You
off the
wasn't on the
top of my head, I
podcast
would
with us?
say no, I wasn't. Because
Nah,
I went
it
I
was
went and saw it
me, you,
late.
KTL, Bulls.
Yeah, I went and saw it late. I saw it before Slim, but I saw it too. I think I saw it the weekend, like a day or so after y'all did a review.
What you
Yeah,
give
so
Weapons?
I still haven't watched Weapons. I might actually watch Weapons tonight while I'm at work. But yeah,
It's
he
on
was
HBO
in
Max.
I know, I got it on my list. He was in Dead Men Tell No Tales. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean. I just don't know who he was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Salute.
But yeah, it might be. I'm gonna have to watch Weapons, but I think this might be. I have to kind of separate the two as far as Sinners in this, just
Why?
off of biology, because I'm black and y'all know how I am with black shit. Like that's my shit. In shit that I truly identify. Like I can't identify with this movie at all. I can identify maybe as a human, of just
I was about to
wanting,
say, what, nigga? I feel
just
like I
on
can
on
more
a,
identify with this than a vampire, an Irish vampire trying to
for
infiltrate a
sure.
juke joint, nigga. What you talking
For
about?
sure. Well, that's yes, that's the basic level of it. But if you go to the
Oh shit.
just under that, even with this, you can't identify with being a creature that was created and put in this world with no purpose. But you can identify with just a person or a thing that exists in this world and just wants to be treated equally. Whereas Sinners, I can identify with being a black man who has an interest in music, and that's a lot of what Sinners is. Yes, it's a vampire
Come
movie. How
on, man. Now that's surface level as hell.
I think the vampire movie is surface level. Surface. That I look at that as the surface, whereas the undertone of it is having a desire to chase your dream, in which I identify with Sammy
Yeah, I
on
can
that
see that.
because
I see that. I can see that.
I was a musical nigga as a child. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
I
wanted
ain't
to
play
do.
no instrument, nigga. And I'm fucking with you.
I was
Nigga,
like,
he
I
finna
was
start playing beats and shit. I'm just
Nigga said the
playing, bro.
clarinet. Nigga said the clarinet.
I'm like, nigga, what? Like, but,
Oh shit.
but yeah, so I have to. But yeah, that's why I have to kind of look at them differently, just because I identify with them differently. Excuse me. But I think I would have to watch Sinners again to give it a fair rating in comparison to this, because I didn't give it a rating because I didn't watch it with y'all. Or I didn't review it with y'all. So,
That shit
but
like 4 fucking times, maybe 5 by now.
I've watched it twice. I watched it once in the theater, and then I watched it with my wife whenever when they put it on whatever it's on. I think HBO.
I seen
And
that
they
shit.
they re-putting it back in theaters as
Yeah, they
well.
did
So
for
that
Halloween. Yeah,
that shit
They're
should
doing
just
that.
speak by
They're
itself.
doing that with something else.
they did that with a lot of things. Like I think
There's something that
Shining.
they're doing, because my wife was just telling, because my wife don't like going to the movie theater. Like ever since that whole
The
bombing thing
Batman
happened,
shit.
that spooked her, right?
I knew it.
But it was something that they're about to put in theaters. It's relatively old. Is it Harry Potter or Twilight or
They did it for Saw recently as well.
no? But it's something that I think they're gonna put in theaters this year that she actually wants to go see in the movie theater. That they're re-putting in the movie theater. But I think it's a little too soon for Sinners to do that. But
Nah, it was for
Nah,
Halloween. It was like on some
it was like
Halloween vampire
like
type.
okay, got you. That makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't like nigga. This shit was such a masterpiece, nigga. We can't wait to put it in theaters again. It
I
was
mean,
just
if
for
that
like Halloween.
if let's say that was the case, that reason right there, because it was a masterpiece, I wouldn't be surprised. The movie was, it
Yeah,
was really like that for real, for real. So,
yeah.
anyways,
I mean that's true
yeah,
though.
we should probably end the episode though, because now we're getting off track.
Look at K Slim. According to YouTube Studio, the stream has 43 viewers and peaked at 33 viewers live. That's cap. You know that's cap. We ain't have nobody in here, nigga.
Well, hold on, because it did actually. I watched it. The little number up at the top. It went up to 24 twice when we
For
first
real?
started. Yeah, it went up to 24 twice when we first started.
You know I don't
And
be thinking that shit real though.
yeah, for sure, I understand that. But I did this is something after the podcast talk about. But we appreciate y'all pulling up. We'll probably have another movie, another newer 2025 movie, maybe next week or the week after. We'll figure out what that is, and we'll see y'all again later, man. What y'all got on Friday?
I don't know.
Illusionist. And K Slim, you talking about there's 4 people in here right now. Is you, Jeeves, King Slim, and Christian, nigga. That's all you. Fuck out of here. Nigga not fooling nobody.
Oh my
And
god!
nigga sitting there with his laptop, 2 phones, and an iPod Touch.
Yeah, nigga, we ain't falling for that, nigga. You know what's up?
This nigga funny, bro.
Well, hold on. Buddy think I want to watch the stream 4 times. It's not watching it 4 times. It's watching one thing, and that would be really stupid because it's literally you can't see nothing different on any different account that you got open right now. That's actually crazy.
I just thought that would be supporting 4 different times. I didn't know like it would seem like you wanted to watch it 4 different times. My bad, Slim. I apologize. You know.
But yeah, man. We got the Illusionist on Friday. We still on our break for Game of Thrones, but I think it'll be next, not this weekend coming, but next weekend. Well, we'll be back with season 4 on that. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we bringing. Be on the lookout for both Game of Thrones, Illusionist on Friday, and we'll have some gaming streams in the middle of that somewhere. But we appreciate those that did pull up. I even appreciate those that thought it was the real movie and you pulled up and then left out right after when you realized it wasn't. It was just a review. Thank you. We appreciate all that. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe buttons. Join the Discord. The Discord is in the description. We'll be having more discussion probably on this movie and other shit in the near future in there. So y'all pull up for that. Stay tuned. We appreciate y'all pulling up. Peace the fuck out.
Salute.